What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a new review of Crown Jewel. It's been a really busy day. I didn't get to watch the start of it. I was not home, but I did get home right after right after Lashley Goldberg is when I started watching. And then the rest of the show, the beginning, what I missed, I saw. Start watching right at before 7 p.m. It was a big show. Felt like a WrestleMania. You could call it WrestleMania 2.0. It kind of felt like a WrestleMania, in my opinion. A lot of big matches, a really stacked big card. WWE really delivered in Saudi Arabia. I thought the show delivered. And there were a couple really good matches, at least 3 really good matches, and maybe 5, about 5 really good matches, and like 4 to 3 really good outcomes. So, I don't know. I was happy with the show. If you were not happy, if you thought it sucked, I don't give a fuck. Stop watching WWE. Anyways, up first, I did not watch this. It was on the pre-show, the kickoff. And I believe the kickoff was at, 11 a.m. my time. Or 10 a.m. I don't know. I was not home. And if I was home, had nothing to do or something. If I would have been home, like a day off or something, I probably would have slept in past the kickoff for sure. I would have probably slept past 10 or 11 a.m. I like sleep late when I have nothing to do. I love to sleep, actually. It's great. Anyways. On the pre-show of Crown Jewel 2021, the Usos took on the Hurt Business. It was not for the titles. I don't know why this happened. It was weird. Usos are a SmackDown team taking on a Raw team in the Hurt Business. I don't know. If my voice sounds different, it does to me. I'm all stuffed up. I can't really breathe out the nose. I think I have a cold. I don't know. But, yeah. My nose feels all stuffed up, so I don't know. I sound funny. Usos defeat Cedric and Benjamin. And I guess brand versus brand interpromotional matchup. That's kind of weird. Usos win. It lasted 10 minutes, so it got a lot of time. Now the kickoff, the pay-per-view, the kickoff to Crown Jewel. What was the kickoff match? What was the first match of the show? I don't know why I said kickoff match. I meant the kickoff, the start of the pay-per-view was the Hell in the Cell Edge. Taking on, I don't know why this Stacy Keibler here. I don't know why she looks all blurry. I have no clue. Maybe it doesn't look blurry, but there she is up close. Anyways, I thought from time to time, I'm going to be switching a lot of these posters. That's my Shotzi Blackheart poster. I got a ton of wrestling posters. So I'll be putting up different ones. I don't think that's going to be able to stay. Anyways, I'll just fold up Stacy. Here's the back of it, by the way. Still looks blurry. I don't know. Stacy Keibler, to me, she couldn't wrestle at all, really. but she didn't have to. My God, to me, she was a gorgeous woman. Still is. She is, like, to me, like the perfect face. Just a really gorgeous, beautiful face. And definitely body. Anyways, the start of the pay-per-view. Edge, Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell. It was really damn good. I thought it was really damn good. Went 27 minutes. I thought it might go 40. It felt like 40 minutes. I think it was 40 with the entrances. But it was damn good. They tore it up. The crowd was very good. The Saudi crowd, the fans were hype the whole show. They were loud. They were excited. I don't blame them. They never hardly get pro wrestling events in their country like ever. I don't think they even have indie promotions there. Maybe they do. I don't fucking know. But the crowd was hype. And this was a great spot. Rollins was on the top. Edge pushed him off. He bounced off the cage and went through a table. That was an awesome, great, innovative spot. They tore it up. At one point, towards the end, I mean, we saw spears. We saw stairs used, chairs. Edge and Rollins broke a part of the chair off, and Edge almost got stabbed in the eye like Rollins took out Rey Mysterio's eye. Remember that? An eye for an eye match. That was hilarious. But it was damn good. It was like a toolbox. Rollins wrapped a chain around his foot. That was innovative. I've never seen that before. And he super kicked Edge with a chain on his foot. And we had like tools around, and Edge grabbed like a wrench and put it in Rollins' mouth with the crossface. That was awesome. He used a chain also and put it in Rollins' mouth. It was brutal. It was pretty damn good. It was not crap. It was not garbage wrestling like GCW is. That shit is crap. I understand there's always going to be like hardcore death match companies, but all the death match wrestlers, I bet you they wish and they would change if they could. They would absolutely change if they could be as good as Rollins and Edge. They'd stop doing deathmatch wrestling immediately if they could be as good as Edge and Rollins in the ring. Edge has done, I guess, a couple death matches, not really many. I'd call them hardcore matches with some barbed wire and fire with Mick Foley. But that was not garbage wrestling. I consider garbage wrestling when you start breaking light tubes over your opponent. That's crap. That's stupid. Also, you're breathing in the fucking chemicals of the light tubes, you morons. So, anyways, I went to a death match show once in 2000. A death match tournament. It was pretty fucking just shocking and disgusting to see how far these deathmatch wrestlers would punish their bodies. It was fucking stupid. I enjoyed it because I was only like 16 years old at the time, so I didn't know any better. I was young and dumb. But now, not a fan of deathmatch wrestling at all. I respect a few that have done it, like Terry Funk, Onita, Mick Foley. I respect Moxley. He's stupid. He shouldn't be doing it anymore. He's too old for that shit. He's a father, but he wants to keep doing it. I don't know why he wants to die and breathe in chemicals from light tubes. So, Yeah, those are the only guys I can think of that did death match wrestling. Terry Funk, Mick Foley, Onita, Sabu, and Moxley. I respect the hell out of those guys. But this is about Hell in a Cell, and it was damn good. And Edge wins. It was awesome. The crowd loved it. They were just standing for Edge and Rollins. Edge got a big standing ovation. He looked very, very tired. I don't know how hot it was in that arena. Looked like a roof was on the arena. They were not outside. Could have they drawn 40,000 people? Probably, but I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to run a huge stadium. Looked like an arena, like, I don't know, holds 20,000 maybe, or 18 or 30, I don't know. But Hell in a Cell was damn good to start the pay-per-view. By the way, after Survivor Series, no more WWE pay-per-views until January 1st. So, Crown Jewel and Survivor Series is it for the rest of the year. That's a good idea in my opinion. They don't need a December pay-per-view before or after Christmas. But they're doing one on New Year's Day. So you get off, or you get a vacation on Christmas. Hopefully they tape episodes of Raw and SmackDown. But then you got to come back to work on January 1st, New Year's Day. Up next, we had Mansoor take on Mustafa Ali. It was good. Could have been a match on Raw. It was 10 minutes, and Mansoor wins. He looked very happy. And Ali, I'm sure, was happy too. The fans were just so into it. All the young kids there and all the fans of Saudi Arabia looked very, very happy. They were hype. They were excited to see Mansoor, hometown guy. He won. Actually won it in his hometown for once. In America, Vince, when you have talent wrestling on pay-per-view in their hometown, what do? You always have them lose. I don't get it. So anyways, Mansoor wins. And then after it, this was weird. Some music started playing. Ali was staring at stage like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, what the fuck? Who is this? And then some guy has his whole face covered, wrapped. I mean, his face was wrapped. It was wrapped up here. It was like, it was totally wrapped. You couldn't see who the hell he was. Guy looked like a terrorist, to be honest. I'm kidding. It was a black guy. Maybe he is from Saudi Arabia, I believe, but he's a black guy. He had his, he's in a karate gi, looking like early UFC Horace Gracie in a karate gi. And the guy had his face wrapped. I mean, he probably did that for a reason. He wanted to hide his face so the fans didn't know who he was until he took it off in the ring. And he took it off and they popped. They knew who he was. I did not until I think Michael Cole announced, oh, that's the karate silver medalist. He's part of Saudi Arabia's, representing Saudi Arabia in the Tokyo Olympics this past summer. I guess he won a silver medal, I think, in karate or taekwondo, one of those. And he had a red belt, not a black belt. I guess he's not good enough for a black belt. I don't know. He had a red belt on. He wanted to fight Ali karate style, Karate Kid style. Ali was jumping up and down, then he got kicked in the head and he's knocked out. And then they popped for the karate guy from Saudi Arabia, silver medalist. And then, what the hell? He couldn't even win a gold medal. But at least he won a medal. But still, the guy was not a black belt. And he couldn't win a gold medal. But they still loved him. And then Mansoor holds his hand up. And they were both very happy as they left the stage. At first I thought, who the hell is this karate guy? Like, the Saudi Arabia government came up with this gimmick and just wanted him to go down to the ring and beat up Ali to get put over. That's what I thought at first. But he was in the Olympics. So at least he's credible and not a made-up karate gimmick by the Saudi Arabia government. Like in the Greatest Royal Rumble, they had a really fat guy that they wanted to put in there that had like hardly any talent to be in a ring. They also years ago, or 1 or 2 years ago, 2018, the first Crown Jewels, they wanted Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior to wrestle on the shows. Their government in Saudi Arabia did not fucking know. They've been dead for about 21 years. Yokozuna has been dead I think 18, 20 years. Warrior's been dead since 2014. What the fuck? What the hell's wrong with you, Saudi Arabia government? How could you think those guys were still alive? Obviously, you didn't study your wrestling history at all. So I made a joke on Twitter and actually said, I bet Saudi Arabia, if they could have, they would have had Hogan Flair as the main event of the show. So up next, we had the Raw Tag Team titles on the line. RK Bro against AJ Styles and Omos. This was pretty quick, 8 minutes, 40 seconds. RK Bro wins and retains. This was pretty damn funny. Riddle came out on a camel, riding high to the ring. And I'm sure the camel got high too. From Riddle's breath blew pot smoke into the camel, probably. So that poor camel, I felt bad for him. And they had like 3 camels on the side of the stage just sitting there for looks. I felt bad for the damn camels and those animals. I'm sure they're bored as fuck and they're probably scared of the fireworks. And hopefully they shit on the floor of the stage. Because they shouldn't have them sitting there all that damn time. That's kind of like animal abuse in my opinion. What they did to those camels. And they even got a camel high because they put Riddle on them. So, Raw Tag Titles, it wasn't that good. It wasn't bad, but I didn't really care about it. I like seeing Omos. I'm a fan of that guy. Next up, Queen's Crown Tournament. At least they got 5 minutes. A little bit more than 5 minutes. It felt longer than 5 minutes. I thought it could have been 8 or 10. But still, that's short. The shortest match of the show. That's a shame. The Queen's Crown Finals. First ever. And it gets the least amount of time. That's sad. But I was happy who won. Zelina Vega wins the first ever Queen's Crown. Zelina Vega is your winner, and first ever. She will go down in history as first ever winner. So, like other first, Charlotte, Sasha, first ever women's Hell in a Cell. Women that were in the first Money in the Bank. I forget everybody. Natalya, Carmella, and others. Naomi, I think. Becky, Alexa, I think. Anyways, a lot of firsts. First ever women's Elimination Chamber. The first ever WrestleMania women's main event. Ronda, Charlotte, Becky. First ever women's Royal Rumble winner, Asuka the GOAT. My personal favorite wrestler is Asuka. I hope she gets well soon and returns before Survivor Series. Zelina wins and defeats Piper Niven in the finals, and she puts on the crown. The cape must have been broke because she couldn't strap it around her neck. What a cheap fucking made cape. They need to fix it so it stays around her neck. Zelina's on Raw. I forgot about that. I thought she was on SmackDown still, but she's a part of Raw now, and she's a queen of WWE. Maybe Charlotte might have a problem with that. They're going to have two queens in WWE. They're going to still call Charlotte Flair the queen and Zelina the real queen of WWE. I don't know, but I like it that Zelina won the crown. I wanted a heel to be queen, not a babyface. And finally, Zelina gets a big win and push. She's a queen, the first ever Queen's Crown winner. I swear I did not think they were going to give it to her. I thought for sure they're going to give it to Piper, a babyface. But finally, after all that losing, Zelina Vega has got a big push. Up next, we have No Holds Barred. I like this. I thought it was better than their SummerSlam match. The SummerSlam match was just slow and boring. This was a lot better because they could use weapons. Goldberg defeats Bobby Lashley. Her Business tried to interfere. They failed. Benjamin ran into a kick and Cedric got backdropped on the stage. And then the finish, Goldberg spears, he speared Lashley through the barricade earlier. Goldberg spears Lashley off the stage. That looked really cool, I thought. It was a pretty good spot through three tables. Pins Lashley on the floor right by the side of the stage. 1, 2, 3, Goldberg wins. I will say, Goldberg did a lot better than he did against Undertaker in Saudi Arabia. He didn't drop Lashley on his head. He didn't knock himself out. He did get busted open a little. Goldberg was bleeding a little bit from Lashley wrapped a chain around his fist to start the match and just was pounding Goldberg's head with the chain. So he did get cut a little. But I thought it was good. For what it was, for how old Goldberg is, he looked pretty damn good to me. But the problem is, Goldberg can't look that good every time because you can't have a weapons street fight match every time with Goldberg. I don't know when he's coming back. I would guess the Rumble. Royal Rumble, I think, or WrestleMania he'll be a part of. So Goldberg wins. It only went 11 minutes. It felt like 15. Felt a little too long. But I loved the spear off the stage. I thought that was cool. Now the King of the Ring finals. King of the Ring finals. Somebody, one of these two, was going to be the King of the Ring for 2021. So Nakamura, I guess, has to take off his crown. He's no longer King Nakamura. Xavier Woods take on Finn Balor. It was pretty damn good. It only went 9 minutes, 40 seconds. Xavier Woods wins. That's awesome. I'm happy for him. He wanted to be King of the Ring so bad. More than WWE Champion, Xavier is the new King of the Ring. And Xavier, I believe, is on Raw with Finn Balor. They had a really good match. Finn Balor has lost. I mean, yeah, he defeated Cesaro and Sami Zayn in the King of the Ring, but he's lost on pay-per-view to Roman and now Xavier. Big E, WWE Championship. I almost forgot about this match on the show. We had 4 title matches and 2 King of the Ring finals and a Hell in a Cell. That's a WrestleMania card, in my opinion. It was booked like a WrestleMania card. So Big E defends a WWE title against Big D. We had Big E versus Big D, and it was 13 minutes, 25 seconds. Big E wins after he hit the big ending. It was a really good match. They beat the hell out of each other. Both are damn good workers. Big E's in his prime, and Drew is also. I hate that when some fans on Twitter say Vince doesn't create new stars and he's failed the whole roster he has. That's not true. Bianca Belair, Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley, Becky. I would say Finn Balor has not been failed. He was the first ever Universal Champion. He's been Intercontinental Champion. New Day has not been failed by Vince. Big E has not been failed at all. He's a fucking world champion. Drew McIntyre has not been failed. Roman, not been failed by Vince. And I can go on with others. Asuka has not been failed. The 4 Horsewomen, I already said, have not been failed. But they do have a problem. Zelina Vega, not been failed. She's a fucking Queen's Crown winner. Yeah, she lost a lot before, but so what? She's now the Queen. Who else? Omos has not been failed by Vince. He's not gotten beaten clean in the ring yet. Seth Rollins, yeah, he's an indie ROH guy. But he could have been booked really, really bad. And he has not been failed by Vince. Usos have not been failed. Street Profits have not been failed by Vince, I don't think. Lashley was kind of failed for about 2 to 3 years, but last year and this year, they really pushed Lashley great. But that's bullshit. That Vince and WWE do not create stars. Rhea Ripley, I think she's a star. And I can name others, but I won't. That's just stupid to say. Vince's whole roster that he has failed them all. That's a lie. It's not true. Do your history. Look up the talents that are there still and have gotten good pushes. Everybody can be pushed at the same time. Everybody's not a main eventer. Not at the main event level. Up next, triple threat for the SmackDown Women's title. I really enjoyed this. This was great. This was one of my favorite matches on the show. Becky Lynch defends against Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair. It was great. They tore it up. I'm going to watch it again later. And it went 19 minutes, 25 seconds. Becky Lynch wins and retains. I expected it. I thought it would happen for sure because at Survivor Series, I can guarantee you we will see Becky versus Charlotte. Champion versus champion. Raw versus SmackDown. All the other women, hopefully it's 5 women from Raw against 5 from SmackDown. I don't even know all the women on SmackDown. I know the women on Raw are Liv, Zelina. I don't know if Asuka's a free agent and she'll return. I don't know. Anyways, women's triple threat was a great match. My favorite of the show. My other favorite was a Hell in a Cell, and then Brock Roman. I liked also. So Becky wins and retains. I would say if you did not watch this, watch it. It was really good. You know, it's so stupid that the women had to have their whole arms covered. That's so fucking dumb. I don't understand what the fuck's wrong with the Saudi government. You're morons. Oh my God, she's gonna show her whole arm. We're so offended. That's so wrong. Well, quit thinking like it's 100 years ago, you morons. These are 3 beautiful women. What the fuck? Let your women in your country show their arms. My God, that's so stupid. I don't care if that's your whatever. That's your culture, your religion. That's stupid. Let your women show their arms and let them drive too. And my God, they can make their own decisions. You're fucking morons, Saudi Arabia, how you treat women. So, anyways, it was good to see a lot of women in the crowd. I hope they enjoyed themselves because to me it doesn't seem like they would have that much enjoyment living there as a woman. I'm sure they're fucking discriminated against all the time and controlled a lot. I don't know how much. I don't live there. So anyways, main event time for the Universal Championship. Roman Reigns defends with Paul Heyman. Will Paul Heyman turn on Roman? I didn't know. I didn't know who was going to win. This was awesome. I was invested. The crowd was hype. Crowd was into it. Brock hit a F5 at one point. Roman just kicked out, got his shoulder up. Crowd was just hype. Exploded. They were really excited. And again, the crowd was damn good. The fans in Saudi Arabia, 2 thumbs up to you guys. You were awesome. You were hype. You were excited. You were into the show. Fans in the United States have not been into WWE at all. Except if it's a big pay-per-view or in New York. Or possibly Philly also, or the East Coast. That's it. So, again, this is good. Heyman throws the title in the middle of the ring. They're both laid out. The ref knocked out. Heyman throws the title and is like, there. Let me get this here. For an example, Heyman just threw it in the middle of the ring and he's like, whoever gets it, and use it. I think Heyman... give me a second. I gotta talk to somebody. I had to talk to somebody in my house. Anyways, I'm back. Heyman's like, use the title. Whichever one of you gets it, use it. I think Heyman, the plan backfired. He wanted Brock to pick it up and use it. He was on Brock's side. This is just how he showed it. He's trying to throw the title to Brock. It was in the middle of the ring. They were fighting over it. They were pulling. This is a very old title that I got at a WWF house show in like 89. Anyways, they're pulling at the title, pulling at it. Roman got it, blasted Brock in the head. And covered on 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns wins and retains. I was surprised. I heard a rumor that Roman was going to take time off in December. And I guess to the Rumble. I don't know. He didn't lose his damn title. So he is not taking time off. Maybe he could lose it before December to take time off. I don't know. But Roman is still the world champ for SmackDown, Universal Champion for 417 days. Tomorrow's 418. Good for him. Roman's just great. He's so great as a heel champion with Heyman. I'm glad they didn't break him up, but after it, when Roman was leaving on the stage, Heyman looked really disappointed. He's holding the title he's holding it like this, and Heyman just looked really upset that Brock did not win, so he could jump and go to Brock. That's my Crown Jewel review. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If I grade the show A to F, I'll give the show a B plus. I thought, again, there were like 4 to 5 good matches. Hell in a Cell. I liked Zelina winning. I liked Goldberg Bobby. I liked Xavier winning. I loved the women's triple threat, and I loved Roman Brock. So that's 3, 4, 6 matches. 6 matches. I really enjoyed the outcomes, and I thought they were good. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe. Crown Jewel 2021's in the books. I don't know when the next one is. Probably after WrestleMania, maybe in April. I don't know. I don't care. But it was a WrestleMania level show. Bye for now.